I'm sure everyone who goes to the movie theaters always gets popcorn. Not probably all the time, but we generally associate the movie theater with movie theater popcorn, and they go hand in hand together, and it's just a treat you have when you go to the movies, and it's part of that movie watching, that movie theater experience when you get that sniff and that smell of that freshly popped popcorn. Believe it or not, back in the day, movie theaters didn't sell popcorn at all, let alone snacks and drinks. Strictly no food at all at the movie theaters. But people who owned the movie theaters noticed people buying popcorn off the street, and then that they were eating that before they went into the movie theater. They had this idea, wait, if people are snacking before the movies, can't we just sell it at the movie theater so we make double the profit? And that's when the whole thing started. I know, I'll link the link down below, but anyways, it's kind of hard to replicate movie theater popcorn at home because we tend to gravitate towards that microwavable popcorn bag, and I detest it. I loathe it. I don't understand when people think that tastes the same. It tastes artificial, it tastes plasticky, and majority of the time we will burn it. And believe it or not, microwavable popcorn isn't that great for us. No matter how healthy popcorn can be, it isn't great for us. And I'm gonna post a link down below. I did a blog post onto why microwavable popcorn is not good for us. And believe it or not, making your own popcorn on the stovetop actually is fairly easy. It's very intimidating. You could just buy popcorn kernels by themselves and then just cook it on the stovetop according to the directions on the box. And to make it even better, I will show you how to make the movie theater popcorn, how exactly they get that butter to taste just right and to taste just like the movie theaters. And of course, if you're not a fan of the movie theater popcorn, I don't know who isn't, but if you're not, of course you're welcome to, after you pop the popcorn, dress your popcorn in olive oil and some Parmesan cheese, or olive oil and cracked pepper, and the possibilities are endless, guys, especially with popcorn. So sit down, take a seat, and before the movie starts, let's pop some popcorn, guys. So let's get it, let's go, let's make some movie theater popcorn. So I have some vegetable oil in my pan, or my pot, and I'm getting it blistering hot, like as hot as it has in its potential. And we're gonna add popcorn. I just do one layer. One layer of popcorn is perfectly fine, depending on, you probably might have to do more than one batch. Then, close the lid. And that's it. That's simple. Please just let it sit, don't lower the heat. You lower the heat to medium-high when you start to hear that first pop. So, leave it alone until you start popping. And then, after it starts popping, you kind of want to like shake it around a little bit, release some of the steam as it goes. And you know when it's done when it slowly stops to pop. Just like you would for the microwavable popcorn. You can see here it's just slowly popping, but look at that, you just get a glimpse of it. It's freshly popped, and you know how much kernels I put, and look how much in volume it produced. And I mean, you can't get this like crisp, light texture with a microwavable popcorn. Well, maybe you can, but it won't taste as good. Alright, let's move on to the butter. I'm melting some butter, and this is the mistake a lot of people make. They use, a lot of people just melt butter and then they just pour it on top of the popcorn. Now, wrong. You don't do that. There are two parts to butter. There's the fat and then there's the milk solids. The milk solids is basically what holds the butter together and gives it the shape that butter has. And that's not what we want, because when butter hits room temperature or to below room temperature, it'll start solidifying. And when that's on the popcorn, it's gonna have this greasy, hard texture that we don't want. So the point is, here is, we want to skim off the milk solids. And in this case, you can see there's a yellow part and there is this foamy white part. we want to remove the foamy white part because that is the milk solids. Culinary term, this is going to be clarified butter. Clarified butter is when you remove all the milk solids from the butter by skimming it off, as so. I find it easier to skim it off when you use a pan like this, just so you get a little bit more area in removing it. Yes, it takes time, and yes, maybe the movie will be finished by the time you finished doing this, but your patience will be rewarded. Now, like I said, you could eat the popcorn plain like this, add some salt, and it's going to be extremely healthy. It's an extremely healthy snack. Add olive oil, whatever, but here, we're doing movie popcorn. So, you want to do this in intervals, guys. So we have half the popcorn, and we have half of the clarified butter, okay? And then you want to shake it around. Make sure every white goodness is covered with all of that fat, basically. Because basically that's what it is, just fat. And then you want to salt it. I am using kosher salt. Just want to salt it like that. And then you want to add the last bit of the popcorn. And by the way, no kernels. I popped all of them. Proud! Oh, there's one bird part, my bad. And then you want to pour the rest of the liquid gold. Okay, just like that. And if you're not using popcorn, if you're not using butter, do the same process you would if you're doing olive oil or cheese. I don't know what you're gonna put in your popcorn, but this is good. And that's it, guys. That is it. That is it. It tastes just as satisfying as you would if you went to the movies. And to be honest, I only used a little bit of butter compared to how much popcorn. You could add a lot more butter than this, but it's so good. And turn on the movie, and let's get movie night started, because a movie is nothing without popcorn. Am I right? Don't forget to subscribe and like today's videos, guys, if you like more of, well, me, videos that contain food like this. I have social networking too. I'm on Tumblr, Twitter, League of Legends, and I have a website, so go down and click it and check it out. And, well, I hope this teaches you a little something that you don't have to gravitate towards that microwavable popcorn, and you could actually easily do it on the stove yourself. Have a great day, guys, and take care. Enjoy your popcorn. Bye!